more than... They'd be close to being able to kill me with one shot if they all shot at the same time. Okay, there they are. They're on the station, so I'll just warp up to the station. On my way to the destination, okay. 23 hours. 23 and a half, actually. Let him shoot you, then jump. Split them up. Mordaka, I can't do that because the gate we're on is high sec. Or else I would. I like to split people by aggro, but not when they GCC and the only place they can go is high sec. Yeah. Like I said, I also know these guys well enough to know how they play it, and if I can zoom in on one of these guys and find out if they're RD fit, like legit RD fit, or do I have an undock point? No, that's sad. I can't even look at him. Rookie ship, corpse. Wow, no thank you. So you can see those two guys just shot at me. Didn't have any hardeners on, but whenever you dock, your shield automatically gets repped. Your armor doesn't, but your shield will. I was waiting for that little ship right next to me to GCC. I thought he was going to. And what was that? Was that a noob ship or just a T1 frigate? Incursus. Alright, gotcha. So they are a legitimate RD fit, which means if I can warp right on top of those guys, they're screwed. The problem is there's no way I can get down there. That sucks. This is where having a prober or having an interceptor pilot really helps. I don't even think this market has anything. So I could possibly do like fit up a rifter, if I spell it right, a rifter or vigil with an MWD and burn down toward him. But even that's kind of risky. Ooh, good, a rifter for 450 million. Vigil, wonder how many of those they've sold. They have to have sold at least one. Well, it doesn't bother me to undock. Their volley is not doing nearly as much to me as I would have thought. See a micro jump knife. Yeah, a micro jump right now would be nice. Now there's the Harbinger, a Pilgrim. Well, for fuck's sake, I don't think they brought enough people. Anytime I activate a module, it breaks my like undock immunity. So come on, get another volley in. Just want to takes him 20 seconds to fire a volley. So he does have T2 lasers. Alright, I'm going to dock up. A little bit of armor damage, but not too bad. Well, this could get interesting. See now, but he's aggroed me on station, so he really has no choice but to sit there and wait for me to come out or warp off and come back in. So I'm just going to keep undocking to try and keep him interested. And I'm going to lock him up, see how much damage he's taken, and as soon as he gets a little bit low, I'll probably go for him. So he's getting pretty low right now, so what I want to do is I want to dock up and then come back out and start shooting at him. So here we go. And I'm close to a trade hub still, so if I lose this ship, I can just go back and fit another one. I knew it was going to have certain ship requirements, the micro jump. Alright, Harbinger, meet your doom, if you're still here. Alright, here I go. Please aggro me one more time. Now, see, he's going to de-aggro so he can dock up. There you go. Okay, he is aggroed. Cool. So I'll go. I'm going to overheat my invuln. Go for this guy. I am going to overheat that as well. Boost. Boost. I'll align to planet 2. Got to get rid of this Crusader as well, but he's GCC'd. Shouldn't be too bad. As soon as this guy goes down, the Crusader will get hit next. Oh, forgot to cycle that. That's bad. So there goes the Crusader, the Incursus as well. Alright, definitely want to scoop my drones. Alright, drones are in. And I'm away. So there you go, guys. There's some action for you. Hopefully that entertained the masses. It was actually good because you gave him a bit of hope. Yeah, I like the bait tank. I really do. When I use an active tank like this, I want them to get into my armor. Because I want them to think that they're breaking my reps, when in fact I'm manually stopping my reps. Let them chunk me a little. But the thing there is that I wasn't doing it deliberately, which is bad. So, Cajun, I'll give you the comms info. Yeah, see, I didn't intend to let them, because I want that buffer in case I need it later in the fight. So I'd try to get them, normally I'd give them 20-30% of my armor. But I stopped it and I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to gate gun aggro. Yeah, I'm sure people are screaming at their computer screens for me to turn my, my whatchamaflappin' on. Alright, so I'll dock up and wrap. My aggro's gone now. Yeah, they just got trolled real hard. So that's my recommendation to you guys. When you're stuck and somebody wants to play station games like that, even though they had a lot of DPS on the undock, if you dock and undock again, and that Harbinger felt like he had to stay there because he was the only one close enough to put a point on me to keep me from warping away. If he hadn't been there, the tornadoes would have shot at me once, and I would have just warped away. So he had to stay. So even though he was low, he stayed because he was the only person that could get them the kill. So he did, and I let him take that damage, and like I said, as soon as he was low, I overheated my guns, went in, and since I'm armor only, you are double ancillary, right? Yes, I'm double ancillary. Well, I have two ancillaries, but they're different sizes, and I'll explain why I was using one at a time. Let me wrap up, and I'll get you the comms info right now, Bobby. Just give me 1 second. Let me launch TeamSpeak so we can actually, it'll turn into a conversation as opposed to me just talking to you guys. Bookmarks, there we go. Oh, never mind, the hurricane took out that server.
Error. Connected.
Okay, we still have one alternate TeamSpeak up, so. I will copy it for you now. Once you get into comms, I'm on continuous transmission in TeamSpeak so that you can hear when I'm talking to the stream. But make sure to mute your Twitch if you're watching the stream before you join, Cajun. Why am I using one at a time? This is a really good question about dual ancillary fits. Excuse me. So I have one XL ancillary and one large. If these modules take 60 seconds, I knew I was about to burp. These modules take 60 seconds to reload. So if you alternate, say I fire this one once, I fire that one once, I fire this one once, I fire that one once, as soon as you're out of both, you have 60 seconds where you have no boost whatsoever. Whereas I was tanking just fine only using the XL. The XL was plenty to rep their DPS. So I could just cycle the XL, and then as the XL is reloading, I've still got this one that I can cycle through to sort of bridge the gap until my XL gets reloaded. Hopefully that answers your question. I guess I got, what, 3 kills there? 3 kills, yeah, for nothing. Oh, those are my losses, not my kills. Okay, so here's one, 25 mil. No, wait, really? Yeah, that was him. Sorry, I didn't know there was I didn't think he was a Crusader. I thought he was a T1. So there's a T2 frigate dead, 25 mil. Here's a Harbinger that's more expensive than it should be, 92 mil. And there's an Incursus, about 6.5 mil. My entire ship costs 60 mil, and I just took out over 100. So that's an example of how PvP can work if you know what you're doing. Ah, you're in comms now. Do you have talk rights and all that, Nicola?
I believe so.
Alright, cool, man. Welcome to chat. Let me undock and get a scope on this if you're not in Nagaton.
I'm right now. I'm in the next system on the outgate. So
Okay.
if you can get another engagement, I can just jump and warp to you.
Yeah. Well, it's just gonna be... I love this. I'm gonna... I forgot to scoop their loot, so I'm gonna do that. Although I didn't see what they dropped. They drop anything decent? No faction. No, they really didn't
No,
drop
just
anything.
stick and stuff.
Yeah, it's not even worth picking up, honestly. So let me redock, and I'll warp. I'll meet you at the. You're in Cyarchin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna warp to the Cyarchin gate, and I'll meet you there. What did you get the loot? No, I didn't get the loot. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna blow up their wrecks just so they don't get their stuff back because they've been very bad people. This is what we call a dick move. Oh, come on. Connect. Oh, I need to load longer range ammo. Oh, there's a Drake now. Let's see if he's gonna GCC on me. Oh god. Doc. Oh wait. Right. I'll need to work on that. Save location, save spot 1, warp to within 70. Whew. I'm gonna go back and pop that last wreck and then we'll be good. You can make the new guy warp to 100 on station, maybe he gets on top of the snipers. That would assume that he's warping from directly below the station, and he's not. There's nothing below there. So if you're warping to range on something, you go in from the angle that you're facing that object. So like I'm on facing the station. If I warp to 100 right now, I would be 100 off the side. These guys are down here below the station, and as you can see, there's nothing below that he could warp to and then warp up to 100 on. So, alright, let me warp back, pop this last wreck, and then we'll go. Pop the capsule? No. No. Can't afford the sec status and don't want a GCC. I'm not sure how I feel about this maneuver though, because they're probably going to do some armor damage. I also need to get some more cap booster charges, but I can do that a little bit later. I would love to get on top of these Cyclones though, man. If I had an interceptor pilot here. Alright, they're gone. So I just bookmarked the wreck so I could warp straight back to it. I could use that on a frigate though. The rest to the briny depth with the